Hello, I just wanted to do a brief review on balancing equations. There are 5 steps to balancing equations. The first step is to write the unbalanced equation. Remember, you're going to have proper formulas from Chapter 7 in order to write a proper unbalanced equation. Step number 2. Count all atoms on each side. I find this easiest when to make a little chart. 3. Add coefficients to make numbers equal. Remember, when balancing, we can only change coefficients. We cannot change subscripts. Also, coefficient times subscripts equals the number of atoms. Step 4. Reduce the coefficients to the lowest possible ratio if necessary. Find the least common denominator and divide. And step 5. Double check all atoms on each side to make sure that they are equal. Helpful tips when balancing. Balance one element at a time. Update all atom counts after adding a coefficient. If an element appears more than once per side, balance it last. And balance polyatomic ions as single units. Some more helpful tips may be to balance them in the following order. I like to start with polyatomic ions, move to the metals, go to the nonmetals, then hydrogen and oxygen. Let's work an example. Aluminum and copper 2 chloride react to form copper and aluminum chloride. Remember, the first step is to write an unbalanced equation. Okay. Notice I have a little chart down there to make atom counts, which is our second step. Count the number of atoms on each side. For aluminum, we have 1 atom of aluminum on the left side and 1 atom of aluminum on the right side. For copper, we have 1 atom of copper on the left side and 1 atom of copper on the right side. For chlorine, we have 2 atoms of chlorine on the left and 3 atoms of chlorine on the right. Now, we must find the least common multiple in these chlorines because they are the unbalanced ones. The least common multiple between 2 and 3 is, of course, 6. So we must have 6 chlorines on each side. Let's take a look at the left side first. We have 2 chlorines, we need 6. How do we get that? We multiply by 3. Okay? Remember, when we change the coefficient, we must update all atom counts. So how many coppers do we have now on the left side? 3. And how many chlorines? 6. Now, we must have 6 chlorines on the right side. Currently, we have 3. How do we make 3 6? We multiply times 2. Okay? And remember, when we change a coefficient, we must update the atom counts. So, how many aluminums do we have now on the right? 2. And how many chlorines? 6. Now the chlorines are balanced. Right? Aluminum. We need to balance the aluminums next. We have 2 on the right and 1 on the left. So we need 2. How do we make 2 on the left? We multiply 2 times aluminum. Alright, remember, update your atom count. We now have 2 on the left. Alright, copper. We have 3 on the left and 1 on the right. How are we going to update these? We, of course, add a coefficient of 3 to the copper on the right. Update our atom count. We have 3. We now have a balanced equation.